Well, now that was pretty cool, huh? How does this work if I try to put it down? Where's the camera? Here.
How can you be satisfied being so absurd? Satisfied. How can you be satisfied? Satisfied. How can you be satisfied?
Ooh, that was cool. Yeah, I made that. I made that little piece there. Where'd you come? Hey, what's that? Yeah, so this is the official pilot of my show. It is my voice even coming through? Oh, you can see what's going on right there, man. Whoa, it's weird. So weird. Everything's just going crazy here. All right, so what are we doing? I'm trying to get this thing. Hmm. I want the view to be different here. Like, can we get rid of it's, just, oh my god. Anyway, that's just dumb. Just want it to be like bigger on my phone so I can see it better, but yeah, it's crop accelerator to show background image. Ah, look at that. I don't have a background image. Well, I guess it's time to find one. Hey, so how you doing? I'm Luke. Me, Luke of Lucosmos. It's kind of like my world, right? I guess it's a my world. In my world, no one goes hungry. No one also overeats. So, um, hold on. You know what? I will do a picture of maybe the band behind me. Huh. In this computer, there's not a whole lot of pictures, but there's this one. Over there. Where's the other one? Come on now. Come on now. Stick with me. Stick with me. You know, I couldn't find. I bought this stand for the phone with a light on it, and I was using it last night. And then all of a sudden it's gone, and I'm like, oops, I cannot find that thing. Oh, yeah. See? Then maybe if I, how about this? I'll remove my. I guess I can't do that. Look like this. What happens? Let's see a little bit of it. Hmm. Whatever. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Hmm. And then we'll go back to this one. And maybe this one. You still can't see the band. How do I get this crap to just like move out the way? Move out the way, move out the way. I guess I could just share an image. Slides? So this is just, oh, okay. Oh, that'll have to be PDFs or something. Why? Why? Why does that have to be like that? Okay, so this isn't getting posted, I don't think. Unless I could do something really cool here. Hmm. Hmm. Oh well. Hey everyone. Welcome to Lucosmos. Follow me, you lemmings, at Luke Using Force. And my band, follow that too, at the Bind Rocks. Okay? Search the Bind Rocks. Now. Like, stop this, pause it, come back, search the Bind Rocks, follow my band. That's why I'm doing all this. Well, part of it. Let's do some shit. Let's do weird shit. It's not that late at night. It's like, well, it's 1 o'clock. It's not night anymore. The Luke. Hey, how can you be satisfied being so absurd? There's like this background music thing. But can you put your own background music in there? It doesn't look like. Yeah, you won't have any copyright issues on the social platform. Boris, why are you coming up here? My cat's trying to come up here. No, dude. No. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, go that way. I'm closing the door. Man, cats. Ah. There are no cats in America, and the streets are made of cheese. Yes, there are no cats in America. What if I hold it like this now? Oh, see, I can't do that because I can't do all the stuff with my left hand. Is this even coming through? Hold on. Hello? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. I can't really hear it through my own headphone here because, that's how we do it. Anyway, I'm wondering if I can share stuff from here. Let's see. Yeah, post comment, settings. Hmm. 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 Brand. I mean, I guess I can, like, oh, yeah, I can have a background from here. Oh, is it still going? Is my phone good enough to deal with this? I guess it is. I guess it freaking is. This will go with the actual image for the show here. Coming up, it's coming up. Boom. Uploading, uploading. Oh, but then it uploads it right up into the thing, so I could actually. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. Oh, ha, 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 ha. I know there's words there and you can't read them. Isn't that enticing? Just wish you could read all those words. Just the to do. You don't know. You don't know what it says. You're gonna have to find that out eventually. So, where is she? I wanted to have a co-host, but I don't think she's ready yet. I really don't think she's ready yet. So I'm gonna have to send her a message. Okay. What was this? No, that's not it. Oh, oh, I'm gonna send her a little bit of a message here. saying, "Hey, are you going to show up today?" Hmm. Hey, are you showing up? You said you would. Are you going to disappoint me again, and again, and again, and again, and again? Oh, I think she is going to jump in. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. Quite a treat. That's right. Gotta bring her in here now. Oh boy. Oh boy. So do this. Yeah. Go on me. There you are. How you doing there, Miss Etna? Are you doing fine? Yeah? You okay? Ooh. I think you got a lot of smoke there. Yeah. You doing alright? Yeah, I mean, she's always a little bit late. She doesn't always talk that much either, but yeah, man. How you doing? But I met her when I was 11. That's right. I moved to Sicily when I was 11. Left when I was 14. So through every day for a little over 3 years. About was it 3 years? Close, around there. Um, I would see Edna every day and talk to her. So and she just comes back, and she hasn't since I've been. I think she just likes being in person. Well, okay, Edna. I guess what we'll do is we'll just kind of we'll put you over there, and if you got something to say, just say it, okay? She's not gonna say anything, so I'm just gonna. She doesn't even know. She doesn't even apologize. What was that? Is there something to say? No, see, no, you can have the floor. Go ahead, go ahead. What was that? Oh, that. You're in church though. That's really nice. I don't know why that's from. This is pretty much remember you can see my house. Interesting. Wait, what if I go here? I see it now. So it says you can just hear it. 2 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour. The wind is what going like that. Oh, there's this. Oh, yeah, see this way, and then the oops, kicking the little deflated soccer ball thing. I really do love this architecture. Oh my goodness, so great. Dive mountain. No, I wanted to start this podcast like a month ago. Well, almost. And of course, if I had been doing it around then, maybe I would have got the eruption. But that's just the way it goes. Can't capture the eruption live. No Frankie McDonald. Maybe warning. Volcano warning! There's gonna be lavas. It's not like soap. All right, Edna. Well, we'll check back in with you later. That was Edna. Isn't that nice? Ugh, I know. Let's see. But I do want to show you something. I don't know if I can actually find it anymore. There is a trailer for a movie. A trailer for a movie. Oh yeah, you know what? I should have just went in the YouTube search.
Because you know I'm all about
This
that game, about
particular
that game. Bingo! I'm all about that game, about that game. Millions of players have discovered the world with Bingo Blitz. Download now and enjoy the ride. It's free. I'm all
learning,
about that game.
learning. There you go. Just like that. Okay, so this one. Okay, you search. Yeah. Okay, so this is the trailer for a movie that I was cast in, and I even filmed the scene, took a day or whatever. Oh yeah, here it is. Official trailer. That says, oh geez, sign in to confirm your age because it's inappropriate for some people. That goes to show you right there. Oh man, I don't know if I can say it. Can I say it? Oh jeez. You know what? I didn't sign into this computer. See, so it's not letting me do it. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Well, hold on here. Can't we do something broadcasting for what's going on here? Um, I'm wondering if I can share something here. Hold on, everyone. Oh, you know what? Let's do this too. Yeah, that too. There we go. Lucosmos. This is a banner. Logo. That's a logo. A logos. Which logos is your logos, huh? Now, who's this banner? Oh, over there. Cooley. It's like, my spirit animal is Deadpool. And actually, I'm not a comic book person. Not really at all. But the movie came out and I heard about it. Actually, a friend of mine, uh, shout out Chainsaw, he had told me about Deadpool when the comics were fairly new, and he was like, "Oh, it's a really cool character, blah blah." Blah. Like, yeah, whatever. I wasn't really into it. I was like, whatever. I don't comic book. But then the movie came out, and it was out for a while. Actually, I think I saw it on HBO, and that's when I was like, "Oh, I like Deadpool. Yeah, he's my kind of character." I think it's the breaking of the fourth wall. It's kind of just being absurd and not necessarily taking the whole thing very seriously. I guess that's my kind of thing. Reminds me of the Muppets a little bit. The Muppets kind of did the same thing. It was always like, we know we're doing a movie, but okay, now suspend disbelief for a little while. Oh wait, we're ourselves now. Okay, now we're back in the movie. Ha! That little tongue-in-cheek kind of thing that they do, stuff like that. So yeah, what I'm trying to do. Display names. Display names. I'm not sure. You're gonna do that in there. And that really sucks that it's not letting me do it from there. So I'm gonna have to sign into all that and get it all set up. The thing is, this computer is kind of shitty. I mean, I literally cannot be doing anything else with it when I'm playing a video or something. So, I really might have to hook up like another device. Maybe that would work a little better. There's an iPad somewhere, but I don't know where I stashed it. I had it the other day. Actually, I was trying to log into FGTZ Pod with it, and there was a delay. And I went, oh no. so I couldn't use that for that at that time. Mm. Well, I mean, oh, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's a new Star Trek podcast starting. That's right, Star Trek. Who cares about that? Well, some people do. And maybe some people would find it entertaining to see um, some weirdo nerds. Because I think, all right, so these guys that I'm going to be doing the podcast with, they seem pretty nerdy and pretty interesting. And they're all talkers. They just keep going and going and going. So I think it's going to be very good back and forth as long as I can get, as long as I can get enough questions and subjects to bring up. Because, I mean, right now, there's so much going on with Star Trek. You got Picard starting next week, second season. Okay. You've got Strange New Worlds is starting in May. Discovery is having new episodes come out. I just caught up the past couple of days because this podcast is going on. It's going to be Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. Probably, I think we're going to start about 8:45, maybe around an hour at the most. Um, it's I, Jim from Baguette's Pod. There's also Lou. I'm not sure what Lou's last name is. And then there's Mr. Whedon. And these are guys I just kind of met. I met Jim. I've known Jim for what, 2 weeks now? But the internet's a strange thing where you can just kind of meet people and kind of find someone that's similar. You feel is similar to your ilk, and try to do some sort of project with them. Ooh, projects. Oh, you get hobbies and stuff. Where you got dreams of becoming something. I'm just bugging out and watching myself on the computer now, like oh my ears glowing. Oh my god, what's happening to me? Am I turning into a pork? That'd actually be kind of fun. I think. I mean, that's the next step in evolution, isn't it? It's like there was material that wasn't alive, and then it formed living material. And then living material and non-living material have sort of been like, I mean, there are nutrients that we take in, calcium, things like that, but a lot of it comes from other animals. But I mean, it did come from the environment, I will say, or walking bags of water and other things. So I would think that now that there are the separation of the two, there's living matter, there's non-living matter. And then if they go together, isn't that like more evolution, right? That's like the next step. It makes us more advanced, more faster, and we can see better now. We don't, my eyes are suck. Oh yeah, I'm a human, cause my hearing is shitty, and then, oh yeah, I'll put some fucking headphones in, motherfucker. I'll get some glasses. I'll get some binoculars. Oh yeah, I'll get some night vision too. Screw you, owls. But so continue to YouTube. Please sign in. Like signing into everything. Really? They're actually starting to police this stuff again? This is crazy. I didn't think they were doing that anymore. But I'm wondering, it had a couple of things that popped up. So if I search it again, say, no, I'm not going to say the name. I almost did. I don't want you to find it before me. Yeah, it wants me to confirm my age. That's just so. Yeah, so, yeah, like, yeah. Is there any of this left? So, it's like 12:30 in the morning. I should be going to sleep. I'm drinking coffee. Isn't that the way it is? You try to do the right thing, and then you just fall off. I always fall off the cliff. I always follow the butterfly, and then I don't always look, and then I'm like, oh snap, ah! Right down into a rabbit hole. Why do they call it a rabbit hole? Because it's tight. It's like really, it's like, ooh, it's like, oh, and then there's a den. I mean, usually there's a den. How far down does a rabbit hole really go? I don't know if that analogy. I mean, I get it. It's from Alice in Wonderland, and the hole went down, and she was like went into another dimension or something. But that would be quite a deep hole. But is the analogy? I mean, do people even know that story anymore? Does any? Oh, okay. They made a movie. They made the live action movie, which I didn't even watch. Why do they gotta do that? Yeah, they remade it and then they made it up. I mean, I get it. CGI is great, but there is a point where you go too heavy on this stuff, right? Remember when they used to actually make an environment and then they would add a little bit of CGI into it, so it had a good texture and feel to it, and there was an artistry to that. They just don't want to deal with physical materials anymore. It's kind of crazy. Well, I mean, now they just stand in a green screen area with the actors. It takes you out of it. I mean, I guess it takes a lot more prowess as an actor to be in an environment where there is nothing and pretend like everything's there. I mean, you really are going back to a childlike state where you have nothing. Well, when we were children, yeah, when we were young, things were different, but they were because in the 80s, in the 80s it actually started where they started to make miniature everything for children. You know, oh, it's a miniature cooking set. That was kind of standard, okay. And then, but now it's everything: miniature power tools, miniature. I mean, you name it: miniature saws, miniature uh, a bus that you could probably drive that's miniature. You pretend like you're a bus driver, but you're not pretending. I mean, you're pretending that you're a real bus driver, but you are doing it. You actually have the item that's miniature to look at and be like, oh yeah, see, look, I got this. Ah. But when we were kids, you had to actually imagine. It was like an improv class, almost like everything was improv. It was like, okay, all right, so this is my grenade. Okay? Yeah, man, better watch out. I'm gonna pull that pin. Ah, oh, 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 I'm gonna throw it. Ah, there's my grenade. Ah, see, and it was fun. You're like, oh, I remember you took that bottle. You're like, a grenade. It was hilarious. Now it's just like, well, where's my grenade? Well, can't you pretend? No, no, no. I had one grenade. I had a little grenade somewhere. Where is it? I need to find it because I need to have it because I can't pretend to do it. I have to really do things. And we're screwed in that way. We'd pick up a stick and be like, "It's my gun. Look, it's shaped, kind of shaped like a gun. It's a little off. I will admit. I bet I could probably go find a better gun. But I could probably go into the woods and find a piece of wood, a stick that's got a nice little nub. I could even it would even look like I could get one that had like a trigger on it too, and like the cocking, and I could make it really look like it, and I could cut it and carve it and then carve it and make it look exactly like it, so then I could take all the fun out of it. So, and that's why people don't have imagination anymore. That's why we have this, as the great Gino Visconti said, a pandemic of uncreativeness in this country. And part of it is money based when they're remaking. Whoa, whoa! What happened? You falling? You all right? Don't drink too much. Like I did the other day. Yeah, I got who's behind me? Oh boy, there's a doggy. Oh, look at this guy. Kelly found this online. Not him. Look, he's the Pony King of England. Remember that from Robin Hood? Huh? Oh, mommy. Mm. Oh. Oh, mommy. Where is it? Oh. Anyway. Uh, yeah. Talk about Robin Hood. I mean, how many remakes can you freaking do of a character? I mean, it's crazy. It really is. Of course, they only do that with like historical characters most of the time. I mean, movie franchises have turned and overturned so many times. I mean, a reimagining, a reboot, a re this, a re that. I mean, I guess it's something that's been going on for a long time. I mean, actually, did you know that the Wizard of Oz that you know was actually the second Wizard of Oz movie? There was a first one that was during silent times, and what's his name? Oliver and Hardy, Stan Laurel, and okay, Oliver Hardy was the big guy, right? He was in the original one, the original Wizard of Oz. Can't remember which part he played. It might have been the lion, I believe. Oh man, I got 5% on my phone here. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Reggie. What are we gonna do? I don't know, Scoob. I don't know, Scoob. Oh man. Ooh, Shaggy's suffering right now. Let's eat some burgers, Scoob. Scrappy Dabby Doo. Oh man. So yeah, the reimagining, this, people doing tribute bands, shows, just being like, well, most of the people are still around now. It's just an update. It'll be their kids that are starting it now. Let's try. We got to make it work. I mean, it has a built-in audience, just like the whole Ghostbusters thing. Oh, me. I mean, I was actually in the girl Ghostbuster movie, well, as an extra, but and so for me, it was an interesting experience. And I say, it was an interesting social experiment, one of the days of shooting. Um, I'll get into that another time. But it was, we had fun doing it. And I tell you, the people that were involved in it, the people who were extras, especially in the rock and roll concert scene with those films. And um, what was it filmed? I can't remember the theater name. Not the Wilbur because it's a bigger one than that. Anyway, it'll come to me. The people who sought out to be in this movie because they put a big call out, and I didn't realize that the Ghostbuster world was as big as it is, where there are local chapters of Ghostbusters who they do charity work, um, and and I'm not sure when they started doing charity work, but these guys they will get the molds and they will make their own proton packs, and some are better at it than others, and they'll have their uniforms, and they'll some of them have their own Ecto One, and they go and do events. They show up at the Comic Cons. They even go to other things. And I mean, I kind of made fun of them back in the day a little bit, but they do some really good work. I will say, the Ghostbuster chapters all over the place. They make fan movies, and some of them are pretty interesting. Little shorts and stuff that are just basically, in the Ghostbuster world. Just like, I mean, and if ghosts were real like that, it's not like the four Ghostbusters in New York would be able to catch every ghost in the country. So there would be local chapters of Ghostbusters. So they're sort of like living that dream for real. Yeah, it's interesting. But there were so many of those people that were in the the scenes I still can't remember the name of the theater. I'm trying to buy myself some time, like in the scenes, in the rock and roll scene. And so I remember sitting next to some dude, and he's, oh, see that guy over there? See that? Oh man, watch out for him. He sells fake molds, man. Yeah, he sells fake castings of a terrible mold. It's actually a mold that was made from a mold, so it's not the original mold. I'm just like, what the? So he's talking about a proton pack. They're the actual original molds from the movies that they made the proton packs from. So there's a mold, and then they put like fiberglass or something on top of it, and they make it so it's pretty lightweight. And then they can paint it all up and make it look interesting and all this stuff. Carve it up, grind it up, do whatever, drill it, put lights in it, so on and so forth. That guy, he's got fake stuff. I was reading online and like. And these people are from like all over the country. They all came to Boston to be in this scene. It was a trip. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you. And but it was so strange too because see, I said I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I might as well. What? Because you could tell the difference in separation between the people who were there as like actor extras and then there were the Ghostbuster super fan extras, and then there were the rock and roll crowd extras because they did send out a big casting cattle call for rock and roll people with like hair and piercings and this and that and tattoos and like dress like you're going to a concert. So it was an interesting mix of people, and all these people had to sit in a theater, be quiet, be quiet until we call you. Half of the rock and roll dudes are sleeping. So I was there as an actor, but I was in bands too, so it's kind of like a double duty. But I knew how to like act on set and how to act, but I didn't really get in the scene very much. Oh well, but they did cut a lot from that scene, and I can remember this guy's name, Adam Ray. I think that's his name. He's a comedian. Um, he was in that scene as the lead singer of the band on stage, and they did a really interesting take of him where this big, demon looking ghost comes out of the floor. It picks him up, it throws him up against the amps and stuff. But there was and it's flying all around the stage before that. People are like, oh my god, it's flying into the crowd, so on and so forth. And then there was a moment where in the script, the ghost picks up the lead singer, of course played by Adam Ray, and starts just swinging him all around. Well, they built this rig where he actually got in it. Adam Ray, he was upside down in this uh just this steel like small steel octagon that had a camera affixed just right in front of him. A nice big, movie camera, digital, whatever. Just so like this far from his face, and he's just upside down. He's like swaying back and forth and spinning around, and they're just throwing lines at him. Paul Feig is like, say this, and he's like, blah 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 blah. And, oh, I hope Ozzy doesn't see me like this, and so on and so forth. I mean, it was pretty hilarious, and that was a great, great part of that scene that they just completely cut that whole thing. And I was like, he was, he even, they said, they were like, if it's a little too much for you, you want to come down, it's all right. He's like, no, no, keep going. Oh, wow, I want to do it myself. I don't want a stunt guy up here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow. And it just, nothing. But, he's actually been doing some roles. I think he was in the Tom and Pammy, Tom and Pam story thing, airing. I don't know. But man, it's just so interesting that that kind of thing happens. And hey, that brings me back to the movie that I was in. Now, I couldn't get to it this time, but I will next time. I will have it ready on the ready. But it was the same kind of situation where there was something that was filmed. Now, in in the Ghostbuster Adam Ray case, it was interesting and it was fun, and it sucks that they didn't use it because it would have added to the movie really, but they had to focus on the four girls so much. Oh, no one else take any spotlight from them. They're all wacky and crazy. In my case, the movie that I did and the scene that I did was a little questionable. Was a little was a little something I might not want my mom to see, which she can't now, but it was one of those and because it got cut. I mean, the footage may still exist, and hopefully it never goes anywhere. Maybe I should ask for that. Maybe I should be like, yo, let me get that footage. I don't want anyone leaking that shit out. Oh, man. See? You want to know, don't you? You want to know so bad. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't even want to remember. It's kind of that bad. But, it's one of those like campy movies, and I'm gonna find that seriously. I gotta find that. Oh my god. Oh, you guys are gonna fucking laugh. Oh boy. Well, I mean, you don't actually see me in it, but one thing I gotta say is that you know to local actors, I'll say this: if you're gonna go and do a scene, don't only just learn your lines. Think about your blocking. Think about your reactions. Think about the character of your character and how they would actually react to the things that were going on because you have to embody them. If the character is a little devious in someone and they're trying to persuade someone to do something, they're trying to be charming, they're trying to be chipper, they're trying to be happy, they're trying to like woo someone. So you got to kind of like live in that. Don't show up to set and then because of uh, your partners in the scene, you start to then form what you should do, and you almost copy the person in a way, but then like completely like destroy things. Anyway, I mean, I, not like I've experienced anything like that, you know, but seriously, acting is even though local actors not getting paid much, not getting paid at all, possibly you still should treat it with respect if you want to do it. And I guess I should heed my own words when it comes to my music. Eh? It's a problem with the wise man. Doesn't always know how to follow their own advice. They can sling it, but actually doing the work is really tough. It really is. So, all right. Well, I guess that's it for now. I went 45 minutes. And I didn't even write anything down. I didn't even pull any clips up. And I went into a couple little stories, and it was about movie stuff. Yeah. Oh, my cat's sneezing. Did you hear that? That was weird. Okay, hold on. So this is live to tape. I didn't broadcast it live, but upon review, I may put it up. We shall see. I will call it the sitting in the bed pilot episode. It's not in my actual space that I'm going to use because I didn't want to set it all up, and it's a mess in that room right now. It is at work and stuff. I had a rough Friday night and Saturday night, and it's a little rough Sunday morning, and even the afternoon wasn't too great. I went for a drive, and then I realized that throughout the day I drank 3 cups of coffee, had an egg and cheese on an everything bagel at like 10 in the morning, and now it's 3 in the afternoon and I'm trying to drive, 10 miles, 5 to 10 miles away from the house. And I'm like, oh no, I think I'm hypoglycemic right now. So I had to like stop for a minute and be like, oh shit, I better go into Stop and Shop and get myself some fruit. And that's what I did. I was a little fruit and bought a fruit salad and oh, this watermelon and pineapple is making me feel much better. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm getting old and I can't handle my liquor. Oh, so all right. So I guess what I will do is I will end with the intro, which will be the intro und the outro. Und da, da. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Those who might have. Oh, the computer's not liking it. What is that thing? I'm in charge of this shit. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on here? You suck. You know that? Really suck. Oh, it's on a different tab. Of course, it's too late now. Fuck. I gotta fire this producer.
Lines we blur.
Fire yourself.
How can you be satisfied being so absurd? Satisfied.